In this example, we're going to be evaluating some expressions without a calculator. We've been asked firstly to express using positive powers only, and then evaluate each of these without a calculator. Firstly, we have 3 to the power of negative 4. And remember, if we have a negative power, that means we can write that as 1 divided by 3 to the power of positive 4. But 3 to the power of positive 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is equal to 9 times 9, which is 81. So we're left with 1 on 81. Another way to evaluate 3 to the power of 4 is you could think of it as 3 squared to the power of 2, because we've got power of a power, so that's 3 to the 4, and 3 squared is 9, so 9 squared is 81. For the second expression, we have negative 5 on 3 to the negative 2. And don't be fooled here, that negative 5 actually stays up the top, because it's not in a power, it's just the number negative 5 by itself. But let's separate it out into negative 5 over 1 times 1 over 3 to the negative 2, just so that we can keep them nice and separate there. Because we've now got a negative power on the denominator, and we know what to do there, we need to bring that onto the numerator. And so we've got negative 5 times 3 squared, and the 1 on the denominator, we can just forget about that. So we get negative 45 as our answer. For this last one, we've got 2/3 to the power of negative 4. And there's actually a little trick here involving flipping inside the fraction. But let's just use our index laws. 2 to the power of negative 4 divided by 3 to the power of negative 4. And the negative powers, if they're on the top, they need to go to the bottom. So 2 to the negative 4 becomes 2 to the 4 on the bottom. And 3 to the negative 4 becomes 3 to the 4 on top. And 3 to the 4, we actually worked it out already. That's 81. And 2 to the 4, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. So we're left with 81 on 16. I did mention that there was a trick, so I feel as though I should show you the trick. This is an alternative method. We could write 2/3 to the power of negative 4 as 2/3 to the negative 1 all to the power of 4. And taking a fraction to the power of negative 1 is the same as taking the reciprocal of the fraction. So we have 3 on 2 to the power of 4. And so that's how we would know we get 3 to the power of 4 divided by 2 to the power of 4, which is 81 on 16.